average Igbo man in Nigerians mean men well than any tribe you can talk about in Nigeria. Igbos are more Nigerians than any other tribe you can see today, despite depriving them that they cannot rule, they cannot govern, they cannot hold any sensitive positions in Nigeria. But Igbo are more Nigerians. They believe in Nigeria than any other tribe. You can see all those Hausas and Yoruba that they are exchanging this leadership. Igbos are more. Why Igbo are more Nigeria than anywhere Igbo man find himself, he will do all his possible best to transform that community, to make sure he make that community a safer place, irrespective that is not where he come from. That is where you know a man who have a country at heart. Igbo land is one of the safer regions in Nigeria before APC came into Nigeria in 2015. If this is your first time of watching my video, please kindly subscribe to this channel, on your notification, and share this video. Enough is enough. Peace must be restored to Southeast. These are the genesis of crisis in the Southeast. Listen and share this video so that every Biafrans all over the world to know where the problem of this crisis, insecurity in the Southeast started. Yes, of course, Southeast is one of the safest regions in Nigeria from to 2015, where everyone wished to be with his family, where people in abroad, Igbos worldwide, they come home and enjoy with their family, with their loved one. Before this APC government came into power in 2015. Don't forget that even before 2015, Nnamdi Kanu have started his agitations of let my people go, even under Jonathan government. Of course, one expects that Jonathan, the president of Nigeria, 2011 up to 2014, that he ought to have done the needful of getting at least seaport in Southeast, but he refused to do the needful. Instead, being in a north, building Arimanjari schools for the north, he want to educate the children their parents could not send to school. Jonathan want to send them to school. At the end of it all, everyone know what happened to Jonathan. I want to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu was living in UK with his life, enjoying his life, his family, his wedding. We were able to send him to that foreign land to enjoy his life. But he feel that I can never be on this land and enjoy and see what government are doing to people, and yet my people are suffering in Nigeria. And that's what prompted Nnamdi Kanu to come into Nigeria and started agitation for Nigeria. He started his agitation before 2015, before Buhari became a president. Going out, the average Biafrans are going out with their flags, protest peacefully for freedom of Biafran, for sovereignty of Biafrans. No attack, nothing like killing any security, do and all that. From to 2015, because of the hatred former president of Nigeria, Buhari, have against the Igbos, he leashed it, used the avenue of Nnamdi Kanu agitation, leash is on the Igbos, and he declared Biafra, IPOB as a terrorist organization. That is the genesis of where the problem of Southeast started from. By Buhari single-handedly convincing the judiciary, the judge, to declare Biafran as a terrorist. How do you declare people that are not going with guns, people who are not going with cutlass? How many people you declare them terrorists? And as such, that is where the Biafrans, the IPOB members now start. You know, of course, when you declare somebody terrorist, Nigeria security will no more take it as unlike before with them, because they feel that, oh, these people are now terrorists. They are not like before, and everything now escalates. That is where the IPOB, the rest of them, start weaponizing themselves, and you can see where it has led Nigeria today. Now let's go to Allen Onyema, the head of EPIS right now. The contribution that this man has done to this country, name me any other. Let's leave in all general industry, name me any other tribe that have sacrificed what Allen Onyema has done of peace and done to Nigeria. Tell me any other person in a tribe. So when people start opening their mouth and they are castigating this tribe, I begin to wonder, what is our problem? I'm not an Igbo. I'm from Middle Belt, and I'm proud of where I am from. These people are more Nigerians than people who claim the whole Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria, we're jubilating. Dangote refinery is here. We can now rejoice again. We are not going to be importing fuel again. We are not going to do this. The Dangote refinery now, how much is a liter of fuel? Despite we are not importing. Despite we now refine your oil in Nigeria here, but we still buy it expensive. What is the offense of Igbo? Why marginalizing them in this angle? In 2015, many Nigerians came out with frustrations that never again. We have seen the worst of the Hausa Fulani. We have seen the worst of the Yorubas to rule this country as a nation. Now let's try the third tribe, which we have Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Let's try an Igbo man. Let's see whether the status quo will change or it will remain the same. But some few greedy people look into our eyes and pour spit on our face. And that is as a result of what Nigerians are facing today. Our economy is in shambles. Our economy is in chaos. A man who forced himself to be a president, look at the kind of things he's doing. Your country is on fire. Your country is burning. And yet you keep running from one country to another. Who does that? Which leader that have his people at heart that will do this thing these people are doing in government? The same thing they criticize about former President Goodluck Jonathan then, these people are doing worse than them. These are the set of people who organize protests, gather everybody in Lagos to organize protests against Goodluck Jonathan. The first subsidy Jonathan removed then, they gang up against him, was the same subsidy. Man removed. He has not even known how the seat of power is. Just on his swearing in day, he removed the subsidy. He promised Nigeria, oh, subsidy will remove today. You can now enjoy hospital. You can now enjoy free education. You can now enjoy free amenity. The road will be tight. Today, what has been done? Nothing to account for. Oh, Nigeria is owing debt. We can no longer be paying this subsidy anymore. Buhari is owing 800 and something trillion. I beg your pardon. The man who was paying subsidy and borrowing with you that removed subsidy, and you are still borrowing, which one is worst? If you watch up to this very moment, drop it. Buhari was subsidizing for fuel. He was borrowing, right? Tinubu is not subsidizing for fuel. It's not subsidizing for education. It's not subsidizing for our health. Yet he keep borrowing. Which one is worst? Drop the comment and subscribe to this channel. We are not joking here. We keep afraid we cannot speak. We speak. If we speak, they will come for us. These are the same character shenanigans that our fathers did. And look at the country they hand over to us. Is this the same country we are going to hand over to our children? The politicians have hijacked the country. They are the one enjoying the country. They send their children to abroad to go to school abroad, to school in abroad. They enjoy what foreigners are enjoying. But we here, we are suffering. They keep lying to Nigeria. Oh, we have increased minimum wage. A friend of mine was talking to me yesterday. Oh, he said when they increase minimum wage, we were happy. Oh, minimum 35,000 naira is what they add on somebody's salary. 35,000 naira. How greedy, how wicked these few leaders, Nigerian politicians are. 35,000 naira with this harsh economy. With this harsh economy, what you are buying, let's say 2 years ago, even when Buhari was still in power, 1,000, you can now buy 5,000 naira now, and you are adding 35,000 naira for somebody minimum wage. Igbos are never Nigeria problem. The problem we are having are this set of people who have ruled Nigeria before. These people have no rulers. Until they rule us, we will now include them that they are part of our problem. You cannot include them. They are not part of us. They have never had opportunity. Nigeria have never given them opportunity to rule. So we should take them out of our problem. They are never our problem. Please subscribe to this channel, on your notification, and share this video.
O nwere ọrụ ọrụrụ nje nye ya otuto, o nwere ọrụ ọrụrụ nje nye ya, asị m nye ya ekene, ọ bụ onye obiọma, o nwere ihe o mere nje nye ya ekene.
Thank you, viewers, for joining us this morning. Yeah, good news, shocking news to us. Nnamdi Kanu is no more in PSS custody. Here with me, I have the Afra evangelist. To some of you who are doubting, Nnamdi Kanu is no longer in PSS custody. He's out of PSS custody. You can see the last court when Nnamdi Kanu sued the federal government for 50 billion for allegedly for kidnapping him from Kenya. Neither Nnamdi Kanu Council or federal government council did not do all. And of course, for you to believe that Nnamdi Kanu is no longer with the TSA, Nnamdi Kanu have said it through his lawyer that is coming out April ending. Federal government and Nnamdi Kanu are ready to settle out of court because they've even apologized to Nnamdi Kanu. We are sorry for detaining you for this court for 10 years. That's to tell you that the federal government is doing it. And as I speak to you, Nnamdi Kanu is out of DSS. And they are treating him, they just want to put everything in order. By month ending of this month, April, Nnamdi Kanu is going home to South. The Afro evangelist, what a joyful moment.
Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader, the prophet of our time, the leader, the Moses of our generation. And I remember I almost said that Biafran evangelist. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. He said that he's coming out soon. And coming out is not just coming out, it's coming out to shame and to disgrace those Fulani leaders in Igbo land who claim to be the governors and the Igbo leader in person of Rupus Odiojo, Soludo, Pitamba, and Wifuru. Those ones that don't want him, and stupid Wike, the FCT minister, that don't want him to come out.
Is Wike among those who are
Wike is among the people who finance it, who sponsor it, and shame the Oba families who never wanted him, who sponsored the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you, and let me tell you clearly, the handwriting is already on the wall, and it is written all over everywhere. Because Nnamdi Kanu has conquered Nigeria, as he said. He said, I will bury. I am the one. He said, the suffering of my people will end in me, and I will be the one to end Nigeria. And that is what is happening. Same to Nigeria.
If you ever evangelist, everything is working together for good for Biafra.
For Biafra now, because we stand on the truth and we are the light.
In US right now, USB constitution has been approved by Donald Trump. This is the rejoice that in US, Dr. Rabweze and his people in US
Rabweze is doing the job that others could not do. What others fail is what she is doing. What others fail is what she has done. What others could not do is what she has finalized. You know, these other ones, what they plotted was to destabilize what Nnamdi Kanu has labored for, what Simon Ekpan has suffered for. Because they are agents of darkness, they are partnering with Nigeria. You know, Nigeria, the meaning of Nigeria means darkness. And the meaning of Biafra means light. We are the light of the African, the Biafra. We are the light of the people in the South. We are the light in the West Africa. We are the light in the North Africa. We are the light in the East Africa. And we are the light of the South Africa. We are the light. The only country whereby people like Donald Trump will be eager to visit. Have you ever seen somebody look at Rory of Burkina Faso? Look at that young man. Do you know what he said? He said that he would like to have Nnamdi Kanu as soon as he is released. That is a man who knows that he has somebody, that person like Nnamdi Kanu is a person of Islamic mindset. Because the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all. I'm telling you now that the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all. Not just only the Igbos, not just the Biafra, but Africa as a whole. Because the light that is in that young man, nobody carries it. Not even Donald Trump. And that is why somebody like Donald Trump is embracing the grace. See, let me tell you, I want to talk about grace. There are people that carry grace. It's not by science. It's not by education. God give it to them. It doesn't, not because they merit it, not that. It was a free gift from the Lord. God gave it to them. And whosoever that have encounter with them, encounter special things. So Donald Trump has seen the light, the grace that is in that young man. He decided to embrace it. Donald Trump saw the light that will shine in Biafra. He himself want to embrace it. Who know like better thing? If now you the same protein, Russia, that bomb Biafra is now celebrating Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, embracing Biafra. The same British that don't want Biafra to stand are the ones that are washing their hands now that they cannot do anything in the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Onye karere mmadụ karịrị chi ya.
Biafra Evangelist, let's go to Finland, where Samuel Ekpan is battling it with the government of Finland. As I speak to you now, the Prime Minister of Finland now is like, he has betrayed Samuel Ekpan. The Nigerian government has used Samuel Ekpan as a trade provider with Finland. And the Finland citizens, and they are not even happy with the man.
Of course. How do you expect them to be happy? A man that have given all to the country, a man that have given his life and served all his life to the country. Do you know what it means to control battalion? To be a commander in the military? This is a man you turn back and you turn him down, you disrespect him, you disregard him, and you do not value his humanitarian interest nor right in your country. See, when you don't know, you don't like somebody, why did you welcome him as a citizen? When you know that you cannot protect this person or you don't like this person, why do you allow him to become your citizen? Why do you approve him as a citizen?
Everything went wrong for Samuel Ekpan. The very day Kashim Shettima meet the Prime Minister in UK. And even after that, Samuel Ekpan said he trusts his president, that his president cannot compromise. But it's as if we don't know what Shettima and Nigeria government.
The president has compromised because he's a human. You know, I said it earlier that the only thing that can make Finland not to succumb, you know, with what Nigeria want to use to buy them over is integrity, discipline, and policy. Out of which Alexander Stubb has proven to me that he doesn't have integrity. He is not a disciplined person, and he doesn't have a word of. He's not a man enough. That is what he has proven to me, and that is what he has proven to the USD. For taking the side of Nigeria, he shows that he's incompetent. He's an immobile person. It's not reliable and it's not trustworthy. It's not somebody we should have confidence in. Just like a former Kenyan president.
Biafra Evangelist, do you think that the Biafrans will take this Finland Prime Minister to ICT to go and report to ICT?
Excuse me, Simon Ekpan, once as soon as the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case is done and dusted, from now to May, everything will be settled. And of which I want to tell you this. You can call it a prophecy, and I don't care. Let me tell you, the court cannot free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not come through courts. But it will come as a result of negotiation at the backyard. You will hear say they remove it, they release him. It will not come through court. And I am telling you again that the case of Samuel Ekpan will be after Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case is settled. They no born and well again to keep that young man. because he's a man who committed no crime. Why should you detain him? Why are you disturbing his life? If you know that you cannot grant him safety, why did you give him the car, the passport, the guarantee and what it takes to be a citizen in your country, even to the point of handling the military position in your country for so many years, and now belonging to the same political party, of which they on the platform that today you are standing as a governor, as a prime minister, the president of a nation. You understand? So, but I'm happy that the party members, the people are now standing up. They are rising now against the prime minister, protesting, campaigning for the, freedom, total freedom of Simon
So,
Ekpa.
evangelist, in 30 seconds, as you go, what is the expectation? What is the mood of Southeast right now? Hearing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out very soon.
The mood, the excitement is much, because we know it that at the end of the day, by the time it comes out, like I said before, freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the freedom of all.
Thank you so much. Freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the
Freedom of all.
Thank you. We look forward to having you next time again.
Biafra evangelist. We are still on the Uromi issue because currently we are seeing on the page of a major national daily where they are talking about the untold story. Because from what we are seeing there, he's saying that those people who were disalived, that the vigilante identified some of them as kidnappers. So they are still insisting that they are hunters. And of course, you look as if there are so many untold stories about this.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you're watching us from, I remember Humble said that Biafran evangelist. That will always end my view in the point of truth. Now they are seeing them and they call them before hunters and they say they're done gone. Whereas they were handling AK-49, hanging it here.
No, they say it's done gone.